You got D-Lynn here on another Patreon request music reaction video. Tonight's Patreon request comes to me from Diamond Rio Fan 1, who wanted me to go ahead and revisit the country band South 65 and react to their song No Easy Goodbye. This was a single released in 1999 from their self-titled debut album that came out in 1998. I had to go back and remember exactly who this group was, and I'm pretty sure it happened in my first reaction to them, where I was probably dumbfounded at the fact that they were a country boy band, because I had never heard of that before. And upon looking back, I remembered that they were formed by Delius Kennedy of the R&B group All For One. No Easy Goodbye was one of the 3 singles released from their debut album that charted at number 56 on the Hot Country Singles and Tracks charts, now known as the Hot Country Songs chart. There was hardly any information about the song itself. Most of what I was able to find concerned the debut album or the band, which I do remember from researching them before. They were somewhat short-lived. I believe they started in 1997, released 2 albums, and called it quits by 2001. Anyways, I think I did like them the first time I reacted, but that was all the way back in October, so this is pretty much me getting reacquainted with them again. So I will be reacting to South 65 and their song No Easy Goodbye. This almost reminds me of the Axis of Awesome video about the boy bands.
She said, we've got to talk. And I knew it was bad, 'cause the look in her eyes was worried and sad. Then she called me angel, and I felt like a cloud as she stared out the window and said, you better sit down, 'cause this is gonna hurt, this is gonna ache, this is really gonna cause your heart to break. I've gotta tell you something that'll make you cry. I can't put into words the things I wanna say. I'm trying to let you down in a gentle way, but there's just no easy goodbye.
Wow, pretty eyes.
I thought
oh, these boys are so pretty.
I didn't know where to start. I just wanted to hold her and show her all of my heart. So I told her I loved her, and she said, I love you too. Then she quietly whispered, but there's someone new. This is gonna hurt, this is gonna ache, this is really gonna cause your heart to break. I gotta tell you something that'll make you cry. I can't put into words the things I wanna say. I'm trying to let you down in a gentle way, but there's just no easy goodbye.
Nostalgic.
She turned to me once more, saying, baby, this is all for the best. Oh, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna ache, this is really gonna cause your heart to break. I gotta tell you something that'll make you cry. I can't put into words the things I wanna say. I'm trying to let you down in a gentle way, but there's just no easy goodbye.
I know that that was a sad song, but for the majority of it, I had like a smile on my face. And that's only because, and I said it during the video, how nostalgic it was. Not because I've heard the song before, and actually, I almost feel like I have, but, you know, let's face it, a lot of the boy bands that came out around, you know, the late 1990s to early 2000s probably went with the same formula, just as the Axis of Awesome suggests in, I think the name of their song was How to Write a Love Song. I reacted to that as well. They pretty much all used the same formula, all used the same kind of videos, you know, the same aesthetic, had the looks down pat. So more than likely, I probably did hear this song, but it just wasn't my cup of tea back then. I really can't remember that far back, but that was, it was all right. I know that I didn't mind it the first time I reacted to them. I just still can't wrap my mind around it being like, I mean, the genre shouldn't matter. It's just, I don't know how to put it. When you think of boy bands, you think of pop, you know, like jumpy, like, you know, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, O-Town, Five. I can name a whole lot more. You just think of pop music, and then maybe, you know, like R&B, like Boyz II Men, or All for One, or Color Me Bad, Another Bad Creation. I could go on and on and on. Country just doesn't... I don't know, does anyone else feel this way? Does anyone see my drift here? And I'm not, you know, saying anything bad about that song or anything. Clearly it was a hit. It reached number 56 on one of the charts. I forget which one, the Hot Country Songs and Tracks, I think. I honestly forget. And I said it like a few minutes ago. That must mean I'm terrible with memory. You know, they charted, and it had to have been popular for a time, so I don't know. And that probably explains why, if I did hear of them, that's one of the boy bands that I just wasn't into, because not all boy bands are created equal. And if you're a fangirl or a fanboy, you know this to be true. They are all gorgeous men, by the way. All very gorgeous, and good singers too. The guy who had the very chiseled face, I think he was wearing an orange button down, and he appeared to be like the lead. He was oof. Yes, they were all gorgeous and very talented, very good singers. I just don't know about country music in that way. That must not have been a very popular formula, because I haven't heard of another country boy band since. Now, of course, I don't know every single band, group, artist out there. Maybe something has come through and it's slipped under my radar. And if any of you know of a country boy band or girl band, please let me know down in the comments whether they're still active or not. You know, if you know when their heyday was, you could share all of that with all of us. I'm just saying that, like, it just wasn't doing it for me in terms of when I think of a boy band. Maybe it's just that song. I honestly can't remember the first song that I reacted to of theirs, since it was so long ago. And I'm sure that this comes across as me being critical or, you know, judgmental. Okay, maybe I am, but it's not in a bad way. Please don't think, you know, it's in a bad way. It's just, you know, you come across something that may or may not be your thing. And as I said earlier, when they first came out, they probably weren't my cup of tea. And now that I'm older and you know, being introduced to them for the second time around, I just don't know I don't know about them. Of course, I trust Diamond Rio Fan 1's judgment and his request, and I honored it, and it was, you know, good. But hey, I gave it the good old college try. I rocked with it, and you know, I was bobbing my head and I was getting with it. So I just want to thank Diamond Rio Fan 1 for requesting that one. Maybe it'll take a third time. You know, they say it's a charm for me to really see what they're about. No matter what I say or how I felt about it, I hope that you guys enjoyed that reaction. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by, and I hope that there's something on here that will make you want to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me on this Patreon request reaction video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!